yeah, we rollin'. Got you bumpin' that shit, got you bumpin' that shit, we be rockin', yeah, we rollin'. Got you bumpin' that shit, got you bumpin' that shit, we be rockin', yeah, we rollin'. Got you bumpin' that shit, got you bumpin' that shit, we be rockin', yeah, we rollin'. Got
Our sponsors, Be Clean, Home Improvement. Book them now. Make your dream backyard a reality. Let's go.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Vic Hugo Show. Very special guest today, and first of a kind. First time I have a producer, artist, and a lot of multiple things that he does. And I'll let him get into it, Mr. Anthony Palomino.
So basically, I'm a DJ, artist, producer. I've been acting for a while as well. I'm also a business promoter. So me and my partner, we run a company called Shameless Entertainment.
Okay.
So we basically run all things music, mostly DJing. We have a venue that basically goes till 6 in the morning from Wednesday through Sunday. From 10 to 6 a.m. But mostly Fridays, Saturdays, we have techno, all things EDM, and honestly, we bring in a lot of crowds. But also mostly, I'm also a composer and have my degree in education, music.
Mm-hmm.
So and I took a break from conducting. So, but mostly I do vocal. I'm a vocal teacher.
Okay.
But I play 12 instruments, multi-instrumentalist, artist. Yeah.
Damn, bro. Damn. You just made me feel like I am doing shit with my life. Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. But nah, there's a lot there. So I'll start off with the venue. You said you have a venue going from 10 to 6 a.m. Is that open for anybody?
It's up to 21 and over.
21 and
21 and
over.
BYOB. Friday, Saturdays, well, Thursday through Sunday, it's gonna be $15. But on Wednesdays, we have it for $5 for emo night.
Okay, and this is like a kind of like a just have DJs play, or is it just
Live music as well.
live music? All right, that's awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, why get into all this? What got you inspired to actually jump in and start doing everything that you're doing?
Doing everything that I'm doing? Oh, I've always loved music since I was little. I mean, just like anybody else, but it took off once I was in middle school, where I was in band, piano, guitar, choir, speech, just doing all these extracurricular activities. And I thought it would come to a halt because I went to Silva Magnet, which is a medical magnet school, and I wanted to be a surgeon. But it ended up going a different route where I was doing the same thing. I was in marching band, guitar, I was singing, in orchestra, and going into all these top groups, going in theater. And after that, I was like, you know what, I want to pursue it more. And eventually I went into going to UTEP and getting my degree.
Do you remember that moment where it was like, damn, this is what I want to be doing? Because it's a total different shift, dude. Yep. Surgeon, composer, artist. That's a total, opposite. Was there a moment that you can recall that it was like, damn, this is what I want to do?
Yeah. So back then, not right now, but like back then, my family wasn't as like having the good wealth that we have right now. Like being able to have a home and everything. There's been hard moments, and so there was a moment where I didn't basically have a room of my own. Didn't have any siblings that wanted to hang with me because they were going through their things. And it was a small house, and I was losing my mind. And this was around 14 or 15, and I didn't have any money, and my mom was complaining that, that we don't have money to take me to a party that I wanted to go with some friends, and so we never had money for anything. So I started going to 7-Eleven right by my neighborhood, mm-hmm. and I started singing and busking. Almost every day from Monday through Sunday. I was going after school probably till maybe 8 till 12, 1 in the morning, busking for money.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
And there was a moment where, I think there was one of the days where some lady came up and her glasses were all messed up. And she was like, this is my last $1. And I was going to use it for heroin, or at least my last $2, but I was going to use it for heroin. But here you go and everything. And it's like, even if I could get through some drug addict or somebody going through some tough times, every time I see one person just crying or losing their mind or really just feeling it, like yesterday I had a performance and some guy, he barely discovered what I was doing and he lost his mind like when I was singing, and he felt the message, he felt the music that I produced, he felt everything. And there's no better moment than when you can just truly like connect like with your soul with somebody else
Mhm.
just by doing something. You just look at them and you just know that they're going through what you were going through when
Yeah,
you
at
made
one
that.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and look, I can relate to that in the sense that because I reached out to you, you know,
Yeah.
if you wanted to appear on my show, which I thank you for, and thank you for having me here in your home, dude. When I heard the song Rush,
Yeah.
right, the song Rush, dude, that I was like the sound of it. Like like I said, dude, I worked on music and I appreciate people that do it and that stick to it because I know how hard it is, you know, and it's easy to just be like, oh, I'm not making money off of this. I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? So I can relate to that person relating to your music in that sense, right? I mean, the voice is awesome, the sound of it, awesome, bro. So I became a fan that moment. When you make that song, or what do you enjoy more, writing the song or producing the song?
Both. I think they're both interchangeable. Because when I'm producing it, like when I produced that song, it was actually the second song I've ever produced ever, and I was just testing out like my barely cracked FL before I bought the actual version, but this was me enjoying the cracked version, and I enjoyed it a lot, and then I put it away, never touched it, and then like probably like 2 or 3 years later or 4, I was looking at it and I was like, I want to fix this song up. So I fixed it up, and I was trying to look for a girl to originally be on the song, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna find it. It's taking too long. So I went to my producer during the time at Alfay Entertainment, and I was like, let me jump on this song, and so that became one of the songs off my second album.
Okay. Right now, how many albums have you made?
I have 2. I'm currently working on 3.
Currently working on 3. Okay.
I'm on my 3rd album right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn, okay, that's cool, man. And I mean, I always ask because there's always that, like, I enjoy this, I enjoy that, but that's cool that you enjoy it all, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you said you do acting as well.
Yeah.
Have any movies, films that you come out, appeared, or is that a work in progress?
So I come out in different projects for my friends whenever they need me or like an extra, but also I've co-directed with my camera guy Steven Snyder. So for other people's videos, so like for Bombay, he's the one that recorded with DJ Flip from here from El Paso. He's given me the opportunity to go help direct his videos, or there's a guy named XTE, and he wanted me to go direct his video and do the film and be in it because we needed extras. And this is something that I've done before. I won Best Actor Award for my senior year, or really my junior year for UIL. For one of the awards for acting for our group for school. But I've always loved it, but it's not something that I do like consistently, and so that's something I would love to work on, which is what I'm trying to audition for some short films that there are groups here in El Paso that I want to try for.
Yeah, I've seen it. And you know what? It's crazy because there's these communities, bro, and you don't even know they exist, right? Like, when I started getting into giving this platform to people, you know, with talented people, like, I started noticing that, wow, there's a whole comedians group over here. There's a whole actors group. There's a whole, and I'm just like, dude, this is badass. Cause I mean, are you from El Paso? Did you grow up here?
Yeah, I grew up here.
Yeah. And how old are you?
26.
26. Okay, cool. Well, I'm about to be 35. So, like, when I grew up, dude, growing up, like, when I was in high school, I don't remember there being all those kind of groups. And I think that came with social media, you know, the expanding of that. Or maybe you just get to see it more because of social media. I'm pretty sure it's already kind of been there. But it's cool to see, man. And with that being said, right, you being somebody that started off at that gas station singing and, you know, anybody that's watching this, what advice would you be able to give them? And I always ask this question just because it's perspective.
Depending on what you're doing, learn your craft, learn the science behind it, honestly, I would say learn everything that you can about what you're doing. Like, if you love your craft, well, then might as well learn everything about it. And then once you're comfortable with all the techniques and rules and everything, break them and become yourself. Because now you know what it takes to create music, what it takes to create an art, and what is the essential flow of whatever it takes to make it. But now, be unique, do something with it. You have all the tools in your tool belt and make something that's doesn't have to be a replica of something. Because as soon as you start trying to be someone else, then you're just gonna be something that's already been done. And the world needs new art, needs new sounds. And even if people don't like it, well then are you doing it for people, or are you doing it for yourself? And that's the true question. If you're doing it for both, I like to say that I do it for all, but in the true sense that this gives me satisfaction by knowing that if I could touch one person, well then, you know, I did my job.
Yeah, and that's awesome because it's true, man. Like, there's a, I forgot what rapper said it, but they're like, oh, people don't like your kind of, you know, and he's like, I don't care. I make music for me. Like, I make music that I like, and if you like it, then you like it too, you know. But that's the goal. So what's the goal, bro? What's the goal? Where, I mean, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
did you see yourself where you're at right now?
No, not at all.
And where do you see yourself 5 years from today?
On a yacht with, you know, champagne. You know, all this hard work. I'm hoping to really just break through. But I am using this to grow my portfolio. If I was a business manager, I would want someone that already has a lot of experience. And since I have music and performances that date back for years and years and years, like probably 5 or 6 years of nothing but flyers, probably more than 100 performances, that would take that person versus someone who's, you know, barely getting out of the scene and doesn't know the scene.
Yeah.
You know, and so with me, I'm kind of confused of where I want to be because there's so many facets that I've been working on, and yeah, it's a jack of all trades, but at the same time, I'm hoping to be a performer, an artist, someone on stage. I want to be influencing everybody, but at the same time, I want to be teaching people. I want to be inspiring people. I would want to be someone who can help you reach wherever you want to be. And so I don't think that there's such thing as, you know, just choosing one path, but allowing yourself to just go on this one path that allows you to go many. But I'm just being open to whatever comes.
Inspiring, man. And like I said, me hearing it, I became a fan, you know. But I think just getting to know you, just, you know, and the story itself, bro, is inspiring. So don't take that for granted either, you know. Like, your path to where you're at right now, take away the music, take away everything, like, you've overcome a lot of stuff, which is, you know, inspiring in itself. Okay. So you got 3 albums. Now, I know some of the songs that I've heard are more kind of like I don't want to say, I don't know the difference between house, techno, and all that. I don't. I'm not a huge fan. I appreciate the music. I like it. So, it's like, what genre wise, where would you put it at?
It's kind of weird because I experimented with every genre within all of these albums. So if you go in the first album, you deal with like bubblegum pop. You deal with jazz. It's all pop. But in the sense, like overarching themes, and the overarching genre. But I do a lot of experimental jazz. I have reggaeton on there. I have on my second album. I'm doing I'm composing right now an opening for the third album. This orchestral song, which I do have on my computer, and it's about sadness, you know, and. So I'm doing every little thing that I can. I've been working on country music for my friends. I've been doing every single genre.
That's badass.
Yeah, so every single genre that anybody needs, I can replicate. But for this album, it's mostly just trying everything out and not sticking to one. Like, I even have emo music on there is just me and the ukulele.
Okay. And so what were some of the influences that kind of put you to the route to create your own music?
Well, first one would probably be my brother. Or my brothers. Being little, I think I was my brother's. My brother Angel, he had this jam sesh, and me being little, I saw them with drums, bass, guitar, them in the microphone, and yeah, maybe if it wasn't, you know, top tier, it was inspiring to me, being like, I want to play every single instrument. I want to play the piano. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, I was like, I want to do everything. And that my teachers definitely, my teachers from choir, from Albert Porflet, to my teacher my teacher Cariotis. He was taught by the teachers who taught Pavarotti. I have like just some of my friends that have pushed me, you know, to really go the distance. My friend Tim. Just people that, my friend David as well, but also I guess mainly just also myself. I've had to inspire myself every day because, you know, like, it's not easy having to go in front of a bunch of people, and I had to work with like 80 plus artists here in El Paso, and every time they wanted a new genre and they wanted something like this, I wanted something like this, And so inspiring myself, I have to inspire myself through the artist. I have to inspire myself to feel that what their art is. And then at the same time, when I'm making my art, I have to feel inspired. Like I won't touch anything, I won't do anything if I'm not inspired. Because why am I gonna be pushing out crap that obviously is just reiterate junk, or like a crap or junk that doesn't define me. And so I want to put my label on anything that I do, and I think I've done really well. Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's hard. It's hard to be like, to know when to stop, because I know you can get caught up to where you're just putting shit out. You're just putting shit out, and then you hear it, and then it's like, I don't know. But then it's hard to balance it, man. So props for that. You said inspiring. You got to inspire yourself every day. Is there a certain like guideline that you follow to do that? Is there certain things that you do? Is there certain drugs you take? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, first off, like, it depends what I'm doing. So when I DJ, I like to drink. I like to just have a drink while I'm DJing. It allows me to, all right, I'm in the party. I don't have to get super drunk or anything. But when I'm writing music with other people, anything, whatever they're doing, like if they're smoking pot, well then sure, I'll take a few drags or anything else, you know, to get in the mood. But to inspire myself, currently right now I'm actually working on a book that I want to release, and I've been working on it since June. But I'm not forcing any ideas. When I go to it, I don't force any ideas. It's either, boom, there it is, and I know what to write about, and I put some I put some music that's sad or anything that's just really mellow, so I can get into that concentrated mode of what the book's about. When I'm writing a song that's sad or something happy, I like to be in that moment, but I also let the music inspire me myself. There's a song called "Are We Falling in Love" on my second album. And
yeah, I heard it yesterday.
And it was funny because I got inspired because my sister, she was showering, listening to Khalid, and when I woke up and I was like, you know what? Nah, I can write something better. So so I got up, I went on the piano, wrote some chords, and I was like, I wonder how these would sound. And so it originally was all romantic and everything, and then I put it onto the FL. And all of a sudden it became like a Bruno Mars inspired song, where you hear like the beginning synths go, and then it's like this like camera ready like California song, pop song. But yeah, I let the music speak or just the words speak.
Cool. Yeah, I asked because I mean everybody has a way to get into that zone. You know what I mean? Like on my way over here, bro, I don't know if you know the band. It's a super old band, Velvet Underground. Yeah, dude. I don't know why. I guess because of the traffic. Like I was like fucking traffic, you know. So I needed something like kind of, you know. And I started listening to it, and it just kind of like chilled me out. And I was like, all right, it's gonna be cool, you know.
Yeah.
Preparation. You said you performed in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, me myself, I don't get stage fright. I enjoy, you know, talking. How do you prepare for it? Because I know it can be very terrifying.
I used to worried a long time ago, probably since I started busking. At first I was scared because I have had homeless people come up to me and being like, "This is my spot" or "This is that." Yeah,
no way.
Threatening me. Yeah, threatening me, and I'm like, "Oh shit."
This is my corner.
Yes, and they're coming at me like threatening me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, and then I've been performing, like I've been in choir, I've had the solos, I performed when I was in high school, I had this opportunity to perform for 20,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, for all my classes and peers. And so I had a solo, and so it's me singing like this really like gospel song and then playing the harmonica, and then playing all...
Dude, you can play the harmonica?
Yeah, I've had like
shit, that is badass. I'm sorry, I have like a little toy one that my daughter plays with, and I'm like, this is fucking hard, and it's a toy, bro. So that's props.
Yeah,
that's badass.
For going for my degree, we've had to do multiple performances everywhere. I've had to do my recitals. So performing has always been something easier for me, but now that I get prepared, it's literally just take a deep breath, and as soon as I hear the music or as soon as I say go, it's back in character. I'm in the mood, I'm in the zone. I'm a performer by heart, and so there's nothing that's gonna take me off my game or anything but me being a terrible artist. If I hear myself being terrible, Like if me getting too fucked up, or if I hear him going too flat or anything else, I get discouraged and I'm like, you know what the fuck am I doing? Like this isn't me. And I want to be able to really give the best performance that I can, that people can feel. And so getting ready is just a simple, just breathe in, breathe out, and action.
I'm sorry. The little background music as you're
Oh,
talking,
yeah.
it was like super presidential. I just saw the American flag get behind you. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, that's cool, man. And look, for me too, like one thing that I appreciate that I started very young, is selling stuff, right? I still be selling, you know.
Yeah.
And I would go door to door, and getting that exposure to just talking to people is what gets you to not be shy, you know. So I think that's for everybody out there. If you don't want to be shy when you grow up, do stuff that other people won't, you know, like
definitely.
being out there in that fucking corner, you know, getting in a fight with homeless people.
Yes.
That will definitely not make you shy.
I used to work at really quick. I used to work in Florida for Dare, because for my ex-girlfriend when I moved out with her, and so
The drugs,
the drug, yeah.
yeah.
And so having to get 100 or 1,000 no's a day just to get a donation, you know, it's something you have to get 100 no's before you get one yes.
Oh yeah.
And that one yes could take you farther than you know.
But I think it develops that as a musician, bro, because as a musician, you're gonna get those no's. Not people won't tell you no, but you're not gonna get those million views right away, you know? And that can't bother you. Like it bothers a lot of people though. But I think that translates, like, you know what I mean? Everything that you've been through translates to you just like, who the fuck cares about the views? Who the fuck, you know, I'm doing what the fuck I love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is badass. All right. So we got to know you a little bit. Now I wanna get to know the taste of music that you prefer. So give me your top 5 musicians of all time that you.
So tied would be System of a Down, would be Radiohead.
Damn.
Going into classical would probably be Mozart. Well, that's 3, right? And then the other 2, well, probably my brother Angel. He's inspired me with a lot of like top musicians. As top musicians, he's a hell of a fucking drummer and bassist and guitarist. And then for the last one, that's pretty hard because I would say maybe Mac Miller. I got into him a few years ago, and Mac Miller, he really surprised me with all the jazz that he does, especially with his piano playing skills and his band. Probably that.
He produced his music too, or no? Yeah. Oh wow. I mean, I've heard some of the stuff, but I wasn't really like, you know, invested in it. I'm gonna go back and hear it. Logic too. Logic for me was like a surprise. I don't know if you know.
Logic.
Yeah, dude. I knew he existed, right? But I never really like heard the music, and when I did, I was like, damn, dude, this guy.
Bobby Tarantino.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this shit goes hard, bro. So genres. What about genres? What's top 5 genres?
Can't choose.
His music too.
He produced his music too as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard some of the stuff, but I wasn't really like, you know, invested in it. I'm gonna go back and hear it. Logic too. Logic for me was like a surprise. I don't know if you know.
I love Logic.
Yeah, dude. I knew he existed, right? But I never really like heard the music, and when I did, I was like, damn, dude. This
Straight
guy,
Bobby Tarantino and stuff.
yeah, I was like, damn, this shit goes hard, bro. So genres. What about genres? What's top 5 genres?
Can't choose. I can't really choose. that's impossible for me, because for me, no one knows this, but my main background's classical. Like I'm classically trained in singing classically, so like singing like operas or singing like classical music.
Mm-hmm.
But I love pop music. I love country. I love rap. I love almost every single genre. I can't choose. It's not only an attitude and mood, but it's history, it's culture, it's this set design of words and rhythm and scales and the way you personify yourself. I mean, it's so beautiful to think like you hear rap and I think Tupac Shakur, I think of, you know, over there in California, or I think over there in New York, or you think of Biggie as well, and you think of what they were going through and during the time, and those just even like Mozart. Like he was partying it up almost every day.
Yeah,
getting fucked up. You know, and he's writing over here.
You have to fucking come up with that shit.
And he's over here writing operas. You know, the day of. Yeah.
So state of music right now, because I mean the range that you just said is, you know, from Mozart all the way to, you know, Mac Miller.
Yeah.
That's hundreds of years. Where do you think music stands right now? Because the reason I ask is I feel like it's been weaponized.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been weaponized to attack the masses, to hit certain agendas, to hit certain, you know. And I think I know you. Azul, right? You know Azul?
Yeah.
And I asked her the same thing. Like, it's the Satanism in the music and stuff like that. What do you think the state of music is right now?
I think that maybe they're using that to not weaponize it. Well, I think the weaponizing is like if you use it like a song like this, try that at this town. Maybe that could be used as something to weaponize, you know, like some type of like agenda. But when it comes to like pop music, where you see Satan and everything else, that would be more for like the culture that's over there in LA, which is, you know, Illuminati and everyone wanting to be rich and being part of that high society, you know. But music right now is flourishing at an exponential rate, at a very high exponential rate. You have music going from this one poor dude that lives over here, like in the southern side, now he's making millions. You see all these TikTok dances. You see you have SpongeBob music coming out with trap music generated through AI. And then there's I love Kingdom Hearts, and so I always thought, what if Ariana Grande sang Kingdom Hearts? And so someone made an AI generated song, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous the fact that we can replicate music, that we can make music now. It's dangerous because they're using, you know, they're not being unique with it, and they're using someone's like their character or their likeliness. So that's scary. But other than that, I just think that it's growing at such an exponential rate that it could be seen as being weaponized, but it's mostly just flourishing all over in every single genre.
Well, it's because look, the range of genres right now is huge, right? I mean, like I said, I don't know the difference between house, electro, you know, like there's so many different, and I mean, what is the difference? Yeah. If you can just give me one thing, right? Because I generally don't know what would be considered a house song to a techno song. So techno song? Oh, is it like speed, BPM? Is it, what is it?
So it would be a little bit BPM. House usually ranges from 124, 128 BPM. While techno goes from 128, 134. But it's the instruments used. So it's the instruments used, it's the rhythms used, it's the amount of sampling used, and or it's the certain drop or vibe that it gives. So in one song you'll have a very lively sound that you'll hear trumpets, you'll hear like bongos and everything like in a house track, and then techno you'll just hear nothing else, and that'll be the entire song, but everybody's going nuts over it. And then you hear like a bass or some random music, or it'll go really fast, like you hear like with Sunshine, with Psytrance, the speed of the song.
Yeah, you see, and like Robin Zono showed me, I had no idea that was a genre. I didn't even know it was a different type. If she would have played that to me, I would have been like, oh, that's techno, you know, like just, I feel like a grandpa just because that's all I hear, right? Boom, 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 in all the songs. But I appreciate it a lot more now because I now can kind of, you know, but based on what you just said, I think it just makes sense. But I think I agree with you. I mean, the mixture of like hip hop now, you are starting to see more funk, more jazz, more, you know, more house, more like those kind of, which is badass because it does sound cool, man. Okay, so give me your top 5 on genres, or on artists. We got through your genres. So now we're gonna play a little game. Okay, it's called This or That. So I have everything written here in this little piece of paper. It's got some hard ones. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, so we'll start off with this: Neo or Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
Okay. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki
Minaj. Michael Jackson, Prince.
Michael Jackson.
Hell yeah. Beyonce. Taylor Swift.
Beyonce. I would say Beyonce.
Walmart or Target?
Target.
Hell yeah. Dude, you see some crazy shit at Walmart till this day.
For sure.
Chicos or Fat Bear?
If it was old Chicos, then I'd probably be old Chico. I would be Chicos, but I would say Fat Bear just because I feel like Chicos changed.
Yeah. I never tried Fat Bear, and then I tried the rolled tacos there. And it's like the old cheese.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you can tell the difference in the flautas, but the old cheese is still there.
Exactly.
All right, brother. So look, we've already at the 30-minute mark. I do just want to get your reactions on 2 videos that I sent you. One of them is actually based on kind of what you were talking about, the AI.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass though, if you want to check it out.
Okay. So we're gonna check the AI one.
Yeah, we'll start with that one and then we'll move on
Okay.
to the other one.
Hear me out. What if there was a song that had Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake, and okay, Almond Jokes. What if it was all 3 of those artists together? How can we make that happen? AI. Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake.
It's crazy how you can the AI,
And I
man.
want it to sound like a groovy, hinted wedding dance song. Okay, it's done. They decided to name it Hey DJ, and let's check it out.
Right here, the AI writes the song, or is that an actual song already?
The AI is writing it itself.
What?
Yeah, the AI is writing it. The AI is writing itself, and so basically, all sound is basically a code once you put it in a computer. Like if I sing something, it turns into a code when I put it in the computer, and so it recognizes it based on the formula of the code that it's that gets put in. And so basically, since Alvin and the Chipmunks, Bruno Mars, and Alvin and the Chipmunks, Justin Timberlake, and Bruno Mars already have music online. It gets that, uses that generic formula, and then computes it onto instruments that already have their own code, and then puts it into and puts it in a genre that has its own code.
So okay, this is where it's scary for me, dude, because it's eventually gonna put us all out of a job, bro.
It can.
Because you're just gonna have to type in, I want to write a song about this, sound like this, and apparently it'll fucking do it for you.
It would take, the only one thing that would be a problem is using likeliness. So yeah, like you could put something on and make something, but if you don't have a face to it, then there's no way to go.
that's true.
I think the only way it can be weaponized is that if you put it through AI, and then you use that, and then you convert it into the same song, but use your own voice, and then now you have a song that AI made, and it's not copywriting.
That actually, you're right.
Yeah.
There it is, kids out there. All right, the next video, bro. This has nothing to do with music. I just, what's going on in the world, and I want to get your reaction to what you think of that.
Oh, with this one, yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen these?
I have seen these.
So pretty fucking robots are gonna take us over. Nah, I'm just kidding.
They've had I've seen the big O, bro. It's gonna happen.
Well, it's because that's the thing. So you have something physical now that can overpower us, and now you add AI to that, and bro, we have no shot.
Well, we already have drones, and these drones are already like doing sophisticated strikes where they'll literally be flying over and they'll be hovering thousands of feet in the air, and they'll just boom take one shot and they'll take out an enemy target, or they'll drop themselves and blow up a single target, or like any man-made structure, and they could be filled with TNT or whatever. But these are controlled. But if we're putting AI, there's a natural fear to think that AI can take over, and maybe that might be the evolutionary course. But there's always that evolutionary course that once AI takes out everything, it takes out itself.
Oh, that's true.
Because there's no one to create its update or firmware unless it's doing it itself.
Okay. Now, before we end it, I wanna, and I just thought of this. I don't know why, but I feel like I gotta ask you this. The Gorillas, you know the band, right? So, how come? Because the band itself, the music is good, man, and I don't know the background of it, so I don't know if it's like actual people singing or is it a band?
So it's one guy.
One guy.
It's one
Wow.
guy. His name's Damien, and so this guy basically he makes all the music. Like he produces the music and then he gets something but no one but features. He loves making collaborative features.
Mhm.
So he'll get like he'll get like different rappers from over there from the UK, from people from over here from the US. He even got Bad Bunny, and he creates those collaborations with their voices, and then he'll produce them. But he wanted to have that image that there's people like there's Russell, 2D, Noodle, and Murdoch.
And that's my question, right? So how come? Because that is just so intriguing. It's so cool. It's so different. How come nobody's ever tried to replicate it, bro? Like animation. You know what I mean? You add animated to it's cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, animation costs a lot. Like creating
true.
those animations.
That is true.
I have a music video where, and honestly, I got lucky because what's his name? DM Productions. He was still coming up and he does amazing work. If you hit him up on DM Designs at Instagram, he creates animations. And I do have another person, I gotta get her name, but they create animations for anybody who wants them, and they're professional, but they do cost. And so it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to create costs for production, for the music, for the video, getting all that into play, making sure that everything's perfect, and then releasing it, and so everything's money.
True.
And
True.
so
I only because I thought about that last time. I was listening to one of their songs and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like I tripped out on them. Maybe I had to smoke too much. I don't know. I was tripping out on them, and I was like, "How come nobody's done this? This is badass, dude."
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Maybe I guess in the future there'll be something even more better.
oh yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
All right, brother. Well, I want to thank you for having me over once again. We got it to 40 minutes. I wish I can stay and talk more. I know we'll probably end up doing something in the future, hopefully. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people? Maybe your social media tags, just so they can know where to reach your music.
So my name's Anthony Palomino. You're King Just on Instagram. Only thing I gotta say is basically gonna be writing a book. Hopefully it's gonna be published soon. I'm writing my third album. It's gonna be also coming up soon by next year. If you need any production, if you need any theory training, if you need anything taught, piano, guitar, voice training, or if you just want to hang out, I'm always available, or you can catch me at the back rooms. Also, remember that music is about being unique, being yourself, and having fun with it. If you're not having fun, then you're not enjoying your music, and always keep that one part of you that's true.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Go check out his music. The song Rush and Atmosphere, those are the ones I've heard fully and are legit. All right, thank you guys.